Hi there. So I'm here with Philip again, and this is the first time that I'm doing this, but it's a continuation of our last actualizing the authentic your authentic self episode. Um, in that episode, we were exploring how we both separately came to realize that we're neurodivergent.
Mm.
And Philip brought up the question of food as a challenge
Ah,
that he like approaches. And and I was like, "Oh, I'm good with food," which is true, and also there's more. I've worked really hard to be good with food, and it's an ongoing thing. And so I wanted to just share a little bit more about that. Like historically, food was a challenge for me in terms of overeating or using food as a form of controlling my environment. It was a thing that I was
mm.
always allowed to say yes or no to. I had to cook for myself starting at a very young age if I wanted to eat at home. Otherwise, typically we would go out or get takeout because both my parents worked very full-time jobs. Um,
Mm.
and now it shows up in my life as I'm actually working with food right now. When my schedule changes, I have to have an ongoing food consideration. Uh,
Okay. Tell
yeah.
me more. Tell me more. What kind of consideration? Do you have to plan? Because I mean, the planning is usually how I react to most stuff first.
Yeah, and it has to be a flow thing because when I start a new job, which is kind of what I'm in the process of now, I've
Hmm.
been working at Nimbus for since January, so 9 months, I guess, but full time only for 6 months. And when I'm full time as a massage therapist, since I've been in the field for 22 years, and I have a very therapeutic skill set. My book tends to fill up pretty quickly,
Hmm.
and still, as it's filling up, my schedule changes every day.
Mm.
And so it's not just starting a job with set hours, right? Like I have set potential hours. And and so before I started the job and before I went full time, I was doing what I love to do, which is put a roast in either the oven or the crock pot and then have I just have food for several days after that.
Hmm.
And I can make it into lots of different meals.
Is
Um,
it the batch, like the batch size you feel like is very successful for you in that approach?
it is, and the ease, because a roast, like I can prep for 20 minutes and then
Hmm.
put it in the oven or the crock pot and forget it. And so it's just a matter of coming back. Now, I don't have a crock pot of the size that I want right now. So I was roasting in the oven, but now that I'm out of the house, I'm not going to leave my oven on. I don't feel safe doing that. Um, so I was trying different things, and it ended up that because I am very good about giving myself food, and I'm very conscious about not wanting to waste food. But in the past few months, I've seen a lot of wasting of food. Like I've pulled meat out with the intention of I'm going to cook it on this day that I'm home. Something came up, and then I never cooked it. And and
Mm.
and so I've had to throw out, I don't know, like 4 or 5 pieces of meat, which maybe doesn't sound that significant, but it feels.
Wow. No, no, I know how much you care and
Yeah.
how attentive you want to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so it feels very significant. And and so I've done and then I what I found was that I was like getting a lot of takeout, which was okay, but meant that like like my bills were paid, but it was taking money from places like I want to be putting into savings or I wanted to be putting toward a help on the property or something else. Um,
Mm.
And so what I've started doing, where I'm at now with this, because it's as my schedule is filling, it's constantly changing. So
Hmm.
I have a tote bag, a canvas tote bag. It's like tote,
Oh, I
and
like like can you shop with these days?
it's like of a similar size, but it's more like a computer shape.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's got a narrow bottom.
Hmm.
Um, or like I could put books in there, but which is what it was for. It's like my Master Gardener tote bag, but it's currently my tech and snack bag. So
Tech and snacks.
yeah, because one of the things that I'm doing for Nimbus Massage Studio, in the time between clients is I've started to make occasional videos for them. So I
Mm.
have lavalier mics and a selfie stick in there. And and then I have like dried fruits and nuts, I have trail mix, I have like, and I'll add other things to it. Um, and that is what is working for me. And I've also
Mm.
like getting very simple foods that I know that I don't think of as cooking. Like I really love to cook complicated meals. I really love to make a feast. Um, but at the end of a work day, after which for me, like when I'm doing a full day of massage, it's essentially like 8 hours of yoga because I'm very conscious about my posture, how I'm moving, and I'm building my stamina back up, but I haven't worked like this in a while,
Uh-huh.
or like in this specific way. And so my body's definitely tired. My mind is tired, because I'm putting effort into showing up and being present with people and communicating. And
Yeah.
and communicating is my special focus. Like when I think of myself as autistic, like my special interest is mind body spirit. It's the human experience. That's my special interest. And so I'm always studying some aspect of it. And and so anyway, the food thing, like at the end of
Hmm.
the day, there that was my ADHD brain.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I saw it coming back for landing.
um, and so at the end of the day, I will do simple things like I'll do pierogies with some spinach. I'll do a peanut butter pasta with like ginger and
Mm.
turmeric.
Uh-huh.
I'll do a pesto with a prepared pesto, like things that are low, or I'll make a salad or a smoothie. But things that are very low effort. So again, I've got like 10 to 20 minutes of effort in me. And if it takes longer than that, I'm not going to be able to talk myself into doing it.
Yeah. No, I got you. It's when by the time you can consider food, if you've got like a 6 hour run of stuff to do, it's like too late. You're already hungry. You're already getting like the crankiness is setting in and everything else is starting to shut down or get worse. And yeah, no, I graze as well. That's my, I don't know exactly what to do, but I can always survive by grazing, assuming there's something to graze on. So carrying your own snacks makes a lot of sense to me. I generally have food squared away somewhere.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's when I thought it was really interesting when your schedule is getting disrupted,
Hmm.
it takes the way I think about it is you increase your uncertainty.
Hmm.
You used to be able to count on A through Z,
Yeah.
and to change your life, right? Says I'm going to work twice as much or whatever is you have to uncertainify some portion of what you knew, and you have to go through the effort of replacing it with something else. And I don't like that uncertainty. I feel plenty of it already, and it feels like letting in like cold wind into my house. But and I have to relax my practices, right? I need more, smaller, bite-sized things to fit when everything is more difficult or less certain.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm really grateful because I used to like hanger used to be like a real danger for anybody.
Oh, I See?
Philip
I
has known
think I
me for
remember.
years. He's experienced that before, so that's what he's reacting to. But now at this point in my life, I don't get hangry.
Mm.
But I do start to do the shutdown stuff. I will get progressively tired, and I'll get like clumsy in the way that is ridiculous. Like I'll miss seats, I'll walk into walls. And so I just like in order to do a physical job, and I went from another physical job, like working my property full time and
Mm.
working my food forest full time, and to now being massage full time. So it's different muscles, and the main things that feel like in terms of building my stamina um are like the mental drain
Mm.
of being with clients. I love it. And also it it requires me to like inherently, if I'm working with a client, I'm putting the client's needs first. Like I'm making sure that I'm okay and safe.
Hmm.
So I won't do anything that cross boundaries that, make me feel unsafe or at risk in any way. But past that, like I'm there for the client. And so that's the stamina that I'm rebuilding. And I'm pretty much there. Like I've done this for 22 years. It's fine. And also the food thing is what I'm working on. So I just wanted to take the time to like expand that a little bit because I felt like I really I didn't show up for that question in our chat.
There's more. There's the a dig
Yeah,
deeper. I think the digging is where you find the really interesting things about yourself. So
absolutely.
you got to be willing to get in there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks so much. And to everybody who is is continuing to watch this, thanks for continuing to tune in. Um, Philip will be continuing to be moderating the chat, and I'll be showing up on bi-weekly Tuesdays for the lives. And in the meantime, I love me, I love you, I love us. And I'll see you soon.